Good evening, Sarah Jackson here again. Well, talk about stuff that happened yesterday. Came home, go over, I turned around, there was two cop cars in the parking lot and an ambulance, two cop cars, two undercover, one Canadian Border Patrol car, and a couple canine dogs. And I went in to walk, came in internally. I found out, well, I did find out later on, did find out through my good friends I got to know here in Stony Creek. I found out a little more about it. Apparently, the person at the St. Rose Motel had an immigration warrant out for being in Canada legally, and Customs went and found out he's St. Rose Motel. But unfortunately, the guy sacked out of there 2 days before and they did the raid, and this guy sacked in. You know what they found? Whole bunch of carp fentanyl, blue pill, designer, kind of call them death drugs. Carp fentanyl, death drugs. It will kill you'll be dead if you take that kind of stuff. It will kill you dead. He had it and he was selling it out of the room. Apparently found by Canadian Border Patrol agent, Border Enforcement Team. Found by Canadian Border Patrol, a federal agent. Well, of course, they seen that they being federal agent, they have to make an arrest. They made the arrest, and the Hamilton police handed over to Hamilton police. Actually was the border was the company with RCMP. RCMP made the arrest. And then went in the warrant to do arrests and found the fentanyl. So RCMP turned around and they put on the arrest for fentanyl, and then they literally hand over to Hamilton police, and they just better be in trial for it anyway. So that's a good fentanyl bust. Guess what that means? All less drugs on the street, all less drugs that somebody can get their hands into and take and get, and all less business for funeral homes anyway, and undertakers who have to deal with all these people who take that carp fentanyl and die. But only Willie knows me in this, and it seemed to go on. Every day, almost 4 times a week, there have been a death in the Barton Treat Detention Center. There have been a death in Milton. There have been a record high numbers of deaths from drugs. What did that call say? Doug Ford, he cuts. Now he did cut to drug rehab program. Where are these people going to go? Where they be getting service? Where do we go for service? And a lot of them are going to do about it. And drug problem going to be skyrocketing very high to a point where, you know what? Drug problem having to skyrocket up for the roof. And you know what happened then? And then it's going to be a point where it gets so, drug problem gets so bad, with drugs, guess what? Then the police had a hell of a job on hand, and not just cut the rehab program, boom. Cartel for pop right in Hamilton, start running a city. That's the worst thing that could happen. 2, all these that's the worst option. 1 that could happen, but may not happen. No, another thing that could happen, all this cuts they do, and I hear this through a pipeline. Street people in Hamilton and in other cities in Ontario are very, very fed up with Doug Ford. They said they had enough, and they said something ain't done soon. They will do something. They'll do street justice on Doug Ford, and that can be very dangerous too, because They will find out where he lives, and and these are people who panhandle and on city corners, and they're gonna do is set up panhandling locations where they can panhandle in front of the legislature, and suddenly too, all can happen. All these people gather together all at once from all over Ontario, all in Toronto, in front of the legislature, and literally storm the legislator and demand him to quit, demand him to step down from being there. And they were standing there, the man, the RCMP we called, RCMP would fall up, and they would harass him, and harass him, and harass him. And the street people started a harassment campaign, Doug Ford, to really get him, pushing the pressure him to resign. I like to see him quit too, honestly. I like to see Doug Ford quit. I like to see this Doug Ford. Hit the road, Doug, and don't come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Doug Ford, don't come back no more to politics. That's what I like to see. I just sort of put the word in it. Actually, the song, I shouldn't do that, but somebody else owns the copyright of that song anyways, just sort of saying that. Anyways, what's going to happen is one or two very worst case scenarios. Another case scenario is the best way of really saying it about Doug Ford to get him to resign from the government. Know how? I will give you an answer. Do you want to know what my answer will be? Is take him to court. Take him to legal. Do it legally. I would do is file. If I'm me, I'm thinking about this. And actually, all these street people don't want to riot and cause a problem. They want them to hit the road, Jack, basically, and don't come back to a house no more, get it? So they're bind together with lawyers. And I mean, I'm talking about powerful lawyers. And they're going to literally go and take a class action lawsuit against Doug Ford for trillions and trillions of dollars, in the trillions. They're going to bankrupt him because he doesn't have the money to. In the time he lost any class action done for court, he won't have a house to live in. He won't have a house to live in. He won't have a car to drive. The only place he's going to find comfort in the legislative assembly, and that's it. That's it. He'll become a homeless premier. He'll be out on the street. He'll go to Seton House. And lo and behold, the street people deliver street justice to him. They were bound to sit right over him. First you got to make him homeless. Then you got to apply street justice. That's what they plan to do. First you can turn him into vagrant. Then apply the street justice hard. I mean, they would just beat him up so bad that he would never be normal again. So that's no joke. So guess what that means? I mean one thing, bad thing is, I hope Doug Ford gets this doings. You know what? What can happen to Mr. Ford at this? He gonna get big trouble. On the horizon, I see two things at Doug Ford going away. He's gonna get street justice one way or another. It ain't no pretty sight. Street justice when they gain up and you beat the crapper, you don't have that sort. Matter of fact, it's very dangerous stuff, and it have happened to few people. Like I've really been beaten to a point where they've been actually in hospital worse, and it could be put in a grave, and nobody would say anything, keep mouth shut, say nothing. It happened in a few places, New Town, Hamilton. And Doug Ford will have some street justice happen to him. No joke. It is coming. But first, after a class action lawsuit coming, first you got to bankrupt him by doing a class action lawsuit. Second step, get him in the homeless cell where you're going to get street justice performed. So that's no joke. So let's, I know. But you know what? It's going to take people to do a class action lawsuit against Doug Ford. I'm not going to do it. I'll let somebody else do it. There's an idea. Then he'd have to hit the road because they don't want house. Oh, wow. Until, let's say, they don't want anything to do with him if they're going to, the class, I'll get him, don't have it, by God. He can turn right to ghost and quit and run out of the house, not come back. Anyways, trick is, to make sure he's so hard that he can't afford to pay it. So he'll lose his house, he'll lose his take away fancy toys and house away from him. For bang, he's in trouble. Bang, he's homeless. So he becomes homeless, and guess what? I'm sorry, you're a vagrant, you can't come here anymore, can't be in the house. Bye. Anyways, now what's gonna happen? Game over for him. Gonna be some street justice delivered to him soon. I'm warning you, that I knew coming. Heard it first. Heard it. Street people told me about street justice delivered. So I'm gonna let you know on YouTube now. Okay, blog over.